Okay, everybody, welcome back to Metroid Dread. It is now time to be heading on off to go and get some more stuff seeds. Yeah, let's go back this way. It was shorter, I believe. Yep. Okay, so back to Metroid Dread. Here we are with our ninth part in the series. The sequence breaking is about to begin because I'm going to show you all the easiest tips and tricks on sequence breaking the game in a way that doesn't require you to be an expert at the game, but just to have a sense of common reflexes. Yep, my cat's coming after my stuff. Give me a sec. Come on. Come on. Okay. Hopefully that cat problem is solved. Yep, real life happens, people. It's a thing. Come on. Oh, Samus. Don't be a lava baby, you know? Yeah, if you've seen my Prime walkthrough, you'll know why I call people who fall in lava lava babies. Got a whole good story behind that one, so check out the Prime videos if you've not seen them. Yeah, Metroid Prime, so much fun. Getting used to the wall jump in this game, though, is kind of hard, honestly, because, I mean, come on, it's not at all like the wall jump from the old games. It's almost the opposite, you know? Wall jump is just, it's not pressing away from the wall, but pressing towards the wall, which just feels very unnatural, at least to me. That could just be me and my weird sense of taste and style. Okay. Free aim. Are you guys a fan of the free aim system, or do you find it annoying because now the enemies are configured in a different way that requires you to free aim? Yeah, it's a good question. Anyway, now that we've gotten through the Emmy section, we just gotta run back through here, roll our way to success. Yeah, rolling and rolling. This is one of those games that makes the morph ball seem very heavy, though, honestly. I mean, come on, like, the morph ball seems like it's the heaviest version yet. It does not move faster than Samus on her feet, which seems a little wrong, honestly, you know? Um, that could just be me, I guess, but it seems like the morph ball should be, a little better able to move quickly because it's a ball, you know? Most of the previous games also kind of thought that to be true, but anyway. Ooh, hidden item in here, everybody. Should we go looking for it? I don't think so, because I think it's the power bomb item you find right over here. But we have no way to test that, because we don't have any bombs. Oh, man. It's really brutal when they give you the morph ball without the bombs for, like, a decent amount of time. Anyway, we're back at this Kraid area, but we don't get to go and battle Kraid yet, because he is in a high heat section. And we don't have a way to survive in high heat. So, we gotta go find the Varia suit first. But then that's going to give us a number of interesting sequence breaking opportunities. But as always, I'm going to show you guys as many save stations as possible. Not just because I am a coward, which is not true, but because I want to make sure you guys know where all the save stations are in case, you run into problems. I'm not going to just, show you a terrible route that only experts can do. That's not what this video is for. Here is our first Missile Plus tank. It will not be our last, but now we have extra missiles. He gives you 10 missiles instead of 2, which is really debatable in this game because I don't see why you didn't just go with the original style. Almost every Metroid game gives you 5 missiles per missile expansion. And then, you get, like, 10 missiles and 2 missiles? Why don't you just make every one of them 5 missiles? I mean, it's an interesting concept I'll go along with, and it's certainly better than Other M that only gave us like 1 additional missile per missile tank. But still, it's a little debatable to me. Also, Other M guys, like that game's actually good. Come on, if you've played Other M and you've played all the way through, you played all the way through it twice and done 100% walkthrough, like how can you dislike the game? It's not that bad. It's like people have issues with the story either because they don't understand it or like just don't like the authorization system. Like I hear you about the authorization system. The authorization system's stupid. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, but the story is actually pretty good, and maybe I should recap the story a little for you. Quick save station break. So the story of Metroid Other M is pretty simple. So you have the Galactic Federation here and everything, and they're basically copying the plot for Metroid Fusion, but fleshing it out a little better because a lot of it got lost in translation. back in Fusion, a lot of people wondered why, why at the end of Fusion, Samus was not on the run from the Galactic Federation, because originally they thought that's what was going to happen, because she'd betrayed the Galactic Federation's intentions, but the Japanese version made it clear that only a small faction of the Galactic Federation wanted to use the Metroids to, take over the world, and that wasn't most of them, so Samus did a good thing for most of the Galactic Federation. It was just a few of them who didn't understand it, or a few of them who were corrupt or whatever. Anyway, but so come the end of Super Metroid, before we even get into Metroid Fusion and all that kind of stuff, we have Metroid Other M, where Samus just did all the Super Metroid stuff, has all her abilities, but doesn't have them authorized for some stupid reason. Anyway, this is a high heat section. You just gotta, kind of go through it. Not quite an auto scroller, but it's not far off on that kind of thing. If you find a path that's blocked, then just find another path. It's always the solution to this problem. Anyway, but yeah, going about the events of Metroid Other M, it's not actually a bad story, just a lot of people don't get it, because it's a little bit more confusing, and it doesn't exactly tell you what everything means, You have to figure out some of the story for yourself. And so people hate that. They prefer the spoon-fed story, and I hear you, I understand that. But still, So early Grapple Beam is not really possible without early Various Suit, I don't think. I don't think so. I mean, you could technically get across the lava room, but I don't think you can do it on 2 energy tanks. Not even on normal mode. I think that they make heat damage too high, so you couldn't get that E-tank early, to my knowledge. Anyway, we'll watch the cutscene. But Other M's plot. So, Samus goes to respond to this, distress call, goes to the bottle ship to investigate. Adam's there. We actually meet Adam as a person, not just a computer, a theoretical person in her past. The voice acting is not great. The story is actually pretty good in Other M, though. And the gameplay is actually really fun once you get into it. Some of the things you can do in that game are just really fun. But I'll save that for doing a commentary walkthrough of Other M, because, controversially, I'm a Metroid fan who really likes it. I think, like, Dice Around and a few others are the same way I am on that one. We actually kind of like Other M, but don't quote me on that one. Anyway, I should check out his stuff. He's pretty underrated when it comes to a lot of his material, but it's like all Metroid, so that's probably why. Anyway, so jump in the lava here if you're playing on normal mode. It'll be a tight squeeze, but you'll make it out just fine. If you're playing on hard mode, you can't actually do that because the game will automatically kill you by that point. Anyway, one thing I like to do if you're running low on health at this point is to run out of that room and run back in, reload it, and then fight these robots, Because they will give you a big health bomb, and that will make up for everything you lost, Ugh. Or they'll just hit you for no reason. Yeah. Anyway, but Metroid Other M's plot is not actually bad, it's just often misunderstood. And people wonder why it was necessary to flesh out the story so much. And I agree with you to some degree, and it's not like I think it's a great game, but I think the main thing is you can skip the cutscenes and just watch, and just like play the game, And there's some stuff in there that's really good. And I think the animation's good, I think that a lot of things about it are pretty good, so I think people just give it crap because it's being different. And I don't think that that's necessary, but anyway, once we get bombs, we can actually come back here, so we might actually just do that. We need speed booster, right? Also, we're now locked in this area, so we can't go back to explore other parts of Artaria, whatever, and I think that that's just stupid, but that could just be me. But, folks, we have got some master sequence breaking to be done right here. We are about to go get the grapple beam, go get the bombs. We have the option of the flash suit, but the flash shift. I don't think we're going to go do that just yet. If we used a diffusion trick, we could actually get speed booster early, which would be interesting, going into Kraid with speed. But we don't need to do that either. It's possible, I think, at least in theory, right? Or can you not get out of there? No, you can totally get out of there. I think so. Anyway, better minds than me, can determine that one. So what you're supposed to do right now is go fight Kraid. Well, first we're going to take a save here before we go to do our sequence breaking. But you're supposed to normally fight Kraid, but we're about to go back to Dairon or Darien or whatever and do some stuff there. So I'll see you guys next time with the next video where we go and sequence break finally. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later.